Hyperfocus. Author, Chris Bailey. Chapter 1. Disabling Autopilot Mode. Around 40% of our actions don't require conscious decisions. We do them on autopilot. But some decisions are worth making consciously, such as how we allocate our attention. Typically, we manage our attention on autopilot. For example, when we receive an email from our boss, we instinctively drop everything and respond. Similarly, when we get a notification about new comments, we immediately start reading them. Attention is a very limited resource. The better we are at purposefully managing it, the more focused, productive, and creative we become. This is why so many people struggle to read books. They can't train themselves not to get distracted. Their thoughts constantly wander, and they feel the urge to pick up their phones. Or we find ourselves cycling through 5 apps, refreshing them again and again until we snap out of the trance. There are 4 types of tasks. To understand which category a task falls into, ask yourself, is this task productive? In other words, how much will you accomplish by completing it? And is it appealing? Do you find it enjoyable? Necessary tasks include work meetings, phone calls about quarterly budgets, or filling out reports, tasks we often have to force ourselves to do. Insignificant tasks are trivial activities, like shuffling papers on your desk or sorting folders on your computer. When you spend your time on these tasks, you're procrastinating because you're trying to avoid the necessary ones. Distracting tasks are anything that diverts our attention, like social media, messaging apps, and news websites, or chatting with colleagues. The worse someone is at managing their attention, the more time they spend in this category. Purposeful tasks are those that provide the greatest return, and we become fully immersed in them. For an actor, this would be rehearsing and performing roles. For a financial consultant, it would be investing, meeting with clients, and staying updated on financial news. A highly productive person should ideally focus only on 2 of these categories. However, most people eventually get distracted, and some only start concentrating when a deadline looms. This book will help you reduce the time you spend in autopilot mode and direct all your attention to just 2 categories. To start, categorize all your tasks into these groups, and you'll immediately see which ones are the most productive. Chapter 2. Techniques to help maintain focus. Schedule your focus energy peaks. Identify when your energy and concentration are at their highest during the day, for example, morning or afternoon, and schedule your most important work for those times. Aligning focus-heavy tasks with your natural energy peaks maximizes productivity. 2. Capture distracting thoughts. Keep a notepad nearby to jot down random thoughts or distractions as they arise. This allows you to acknowledge the thought without letting it derail your focus, so you can return to it later when you're ready. 3. Work in focus sprints. Set a timer for a specific amount of time, e.g., 25 to 45 minutes, and focus exclusively on one task during that period. This technique, similar to the Pomodoro technique, helps you create clear boundaries for your attention and makes the task more manageable. 4. Reduce cognitive overload. Declutter your physical and digital environments. A tidy workspace, a well-organized desktop, and clear surroundings reduce distractions and prevent cognitive overload, allowing you to focus better on the task at hand. 5. Limit time spent on unimportant tasks. Use time blocking to allocate specific periods for less important tasks, like checking emails or social media. By limiting the time spent on low-priority activities, you free up more focus for tasks that matter. 6. Leverage attentional space. Visualize your attention as a spotlight with limited space. Fill that space intentionally with one task or idea. This concept helps you focus fully on a single task rather than juggling multiple tasks at once, which diminishes your overall productivity. 7. Practice mindfulness. Integrate mindfulness into your day to build your attention muscle. Spend a few minutes focusing on your breathing or on the sensation of a simple task like drinking coffee. This will strengthen your ability to stay focused when your mind starts to wander. According to numerous studies, All sites related to so-called brain training provide short-term results. However, there is a tool whose effectiveness in improving working memory has been experimentally proven: meditation. Like hyperfocus, it involves constantly bringing your attention back to a single object, usually your breathing. Your thoughts will continuously drift away, and that's the whole point. Each time you return your thoughts to your breath, you train control over your attention. This helps improve the quality of your focus. The author has been practicing this for 10 years and now gets distracted by irrelevant thoughts much less frequently. This concentration is what he utilizes in a state of hyperfocus. Thanks to 45-minute meditation sessions twice a week, researchers found that the participants' working memory capacity increased by more than 30% on average. 2 programs can help manage meditation. There is one simple rule to follow. It doesn't matter how long you meditate, as long as you do it every day. Mindfulness is another proven way to expand your attention span. You need to learn to be aware of what you're thinking and feeling in the present moment. For example, many people don't even notice when they are taking a shower. While water flows over their body, they are thinking about what they need to buy, who to meet, etc. You need to learn to always stay in the moment. While showering, focus on the sound of the water and your sensations. For example, while having your morning coffee, pay attention to the smell and taste of the drink, the weight of the cup in your hand, and so on. Through mindfulness, not only will you improve your ability to focus on tasks, but you will also enhance your negotiation skills. You will always give your full attention to the person you are talking to, because during the conversation, you won't be thinking about anything else. Chapter 3. The boundaries of your attention. The number of things we can focus on is limited. In most cases, we can only juggle 2 activities at once, like filling out forms while talking to someone. More than half of your attention is needed to process a conversation, part to interpret the other person's words, and part to infer what they really mean. The rest of your attention can be spent on something trivial. Short-term memory can only hold a small amount of information. The author refers to this space as the attention space. It's where we temporarily store information while it's being processed. If your brain were a computer, the attention space would be its RAM. You can't do complex tasks simultaneously. For instance, if you try to read a book while watching a TV show, you'll miss half the information from both. Right now, check what's occupying your attention space. Perhaps you're 100% focused on this video, meaning you'll absorb the information better and faster. Or maybe 1/3 of your attention is on your phone. This practice is called meta-awareness, where you become aware of what you're thinking. The faster you notice you're distracted, the sooner you can return to the task at hand. This is what mindfulness is: observing what's occupying your mind, what you're thinking, feeling, and perceiving at any given moment. You shouldn't judge the thoughts that come to mind, as that will only make you dwell on them further. Instead, you need to redirect your attention to the task at hand. Simply noticing what's occupying your attention makes you more productive. However, you can combine a complex task with habits that don't require conscious thought. You can pair tasks that engage different senses, like folding laundry while talking on the phone. Sorting laundry involves motor and visual sensations, while the phone conversation uses auditory processing. Since these tasks rely on different parts of the brain, they don't compete for the same mental resources. This is the end of the summary. If you like the video, please subscribe and hit the like button.